So good morning, guys. Yesterday we have discussed about mean deviation in continuous series. I have explained about you how to identify mean deviation using median and arithmetic mean. Today we are about. Is there any doubts so far? Any doubts? Shall we get into the next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so kindly just stay back along with me. If I ask you any questions, kindly reply. Okay. So we'll get into the new topic, standard deviation. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So standard deviation is the positive square root of mean of square deviation. Okay. So we have what is the formula for arithmetic mean? Have you all remember? Formula for
Yes, sir.
arithmetic mean. There is sigma x, right? Sigma x divided by n. Have you all remember? Okay, 1 minute. So sigma x divided by small n, which is to be called as what formula for standard arithmetic mean we have discussed earlier. So again, this formula will repeat here. Okay, what is that? So the standard deviation is the positive square root of mean of square deviation. Okay, so it is what the positive square root of mean of square deviation. So again, the arithmetic mean will repeat here. How? Let us discuss now. So formula for, as like we discussed the previous topic, like mean, median, mode, and mean deviation, quartile deviation. In standard deviation also we will be having 3 series: individual series, discrete series, continuous series. So here for discrete and continuous series we can use the same formula. Okay, but only for the standard deviation the formula will differ. So we all know very well this is the formula for identifying arithmetic mean. So again this formula will repeat. That's why it is called as what? Again arithmetic mean will repeat, but it is in a square deviation. Okay, so let us discuss now. Shall I? So
Yes,
formula
sir.
for standard deviation, which is ST is equal to, in short form we can make it as ST, which is equal to what? Sigma x square. Okay.
X divided by n.
1 minute. So sigma x square. Sigma x square. X square okay, so but I had copied this value from MS Word. X square, whether it is there as it is, but just make sure in your mind, okay? In your mind, so you can see this value only I have copied, okay? The x square. So in our whiteboard, it seems to be like x2. So please remember in your mind, sigma x square divided by n, okay? So sigma x square divided by n minus minus sigma x divided by n sigma x divided by n the whole square. You are there with me, guys?
Sir.
So the whole square. Before that, there will be a square root. Okay. So the entire value will be in square root. So standard deviation is equal standard deviation in individual series, which is equal to sigma x square divided by n minus sigma s divided by n to the whole square. Is there any doubts? So you can find one value. What is that value? So this one seems to be somewhere else. We have seen this value where we have discussed in arithmetic mean, right? So the sigma x by n is our arithmetic mean. Have you remembered? Okay, fine. So let us discuss. So now we will just discuss about the standard deviation in individual series. Okay, so what are the things we need to find? So this is x square and this is x. Okay, so here in the individual series we'll be getting only what variable. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, x they are given 5, 10, 25, 30, 50. Okay, so this is our x. So what we are supposed to find? So this when we add all these values, we will be getting what? When we add all these value, we will get sigma x. Yes. So the total of these x values will be called as our sigma x. Yes or no? So where we have sigma x, so here we can able to find in our formula. So this part we can able to find sigma x, right? Sigma, how can we find the sigma x? By adding all these values. Now find, we need to identify x square. Okay, so x square separately. So x square. Okay. So what is our x square? Let us discuss one by one.
25.
Are you all there with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 5 into 5. Okay. So usually our friends, what they will do, if it is x square, they will do 5 plus 5. Okay. So it is not 5 plus 5, it is 5 into 5. That is how much? 25. And next, what about
25.
our x square? 10 into 10, how much?
100.
100. Then 25 into 25, that is 625. And 30 into 30, 3, 900.
900.
Okay.
900.
Then 50 in 50, that is 22,500.
2500.
Okay, so this is our x square. So x sigma x, this is our sigma x value. When we add all this value, we will be getting what? Sigma x. So you can see what is our sigma x. Anyone? What is our sigma x?
120.
120.
There is 5 plus 10 plus 25 plus 30 plus 50. So what is our sigma x? That is 120.
20.
Sigma x equal to
120.
1t. Okay. So now we need to identify sigma x square.
3650.
So sigma x square, which is equal to, we need to add all the values, sum of x square values, which is
3650, sir.
sigma x square. Anyone? Are you all totaling? Are you all there with me, guys?
3650, sir.
4,150, sir. 4,150.
That is 4,150 will be our sigma x square value. So this is our sigma x, and this is our sigma x values, and this is our sigma x square value. So now just we need to apply this in our formula. We know the formula, and we have to apply in our formula, and we can able to identify what is our standard deviation. So let's get back to the topic now. Is it audible for you all? Is it audible? So what is our guys? Is it audible for you all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we are applying this in our formula. What is our n? Small n represents what? Number of items, right? So how many? What is our number of items? How many variables we have in our standard deviation question? So what is our n? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a small n is our 5. Okay. So let us apply these values in our formula. So what is our sigma x square? That is 4150. Okay. So sigma x square is, this is our sigma x square, that is 4150 divided by, what is our small n? 5. Okay, minus, what is our sigma x? That is 120. 120 divided by 5. Okay, so 120 divided by 5 to the whole square. Okay, so we need to make this as a whole square because this is our formula. So this is our standard deviation. So there is a square root of, what is our sigma x square? That is sum of x square value 4150 and 5, that is our small n, divided by 5 minus our sigma x value is 120 divided by number of items 5 to the whole square. Okay, so first we need to complete this bracket part, and finally we can able to remove this square root. Okay, so fine. So 4150 divided by 5, which is equal to how much? That is 830 minus 120 divided by 5, that is 29. Okay, so 29 to the whole square. Okay, are you following me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me continue the rest of the remaining part here. So 830 minus what is our 29 square? That is 576. Okay, 576, again the square root. Okay. So what is 830 minus 1, sorry, 576, which is equal to 254. The square root will continue as it is. Okay, so finally we are removing the square root. So what is the value? So our standard deviation, which is equal to 15.93. Okay, so this is our solution. Is there any doubts? So now we have discussed standard deviation in individual series. So how far I have told you the beginning, right? So the standard deviation is what? The standard deviation is the positive square root of the mean of standard deviation. This is the positive square root, and this is what our mean of deviation, square deviation. That is why it is called the standard deviation. So the standard deviation individual series formula is sigma x square by small n minus sigma x divided by n to the whole square. So in this part, we can, other words, we can mention it as a x bar. But anyhow, x bar is equal to what? Sigma x by n. Already it is there. Already it is, we know about that, right? So I request you people to follow this formula. Instead of x bar, straight away we can able to make it as sigma x by n. So this is our individual series question. They are given variable alone. The very first step is we need to find. So we have to observe the formula. While observing the formula, what we can able to observe sigma x. So what is sigma x? We can able to sum all the x variables. Then we can able to find sigma x value. And second step, we need to observe another formula in our first question in our formula content. There you can find x sigma x square. Okay, so a sigma x square in the sense, so 5 into 5 25, then 10 into 10 100, like that we need to square all the x variable values, and we need to total the x square values, that we will call it as sigma x square. And finally, we are, after getting these two values, and small n is our number of items. So we have 5 is the number of items. So using this formula, that is standard deviation is equal to sigma x square minus sigma x by n to the whole square, we can able to identify standard deviation. It is very simple. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Is there any doubts, guys? Ms. Brinda, Devagi, Vishwa, Indu, are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts? Can you able to do this kind of problems? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. So if you have any doubts, kindly you can ask me anytime. Even you can able to text me. Even if you have doubts now, you can ask me. No issues.